rolling. Here you go. One thing I'm not going to be complaining about this week is this beautiful weather. Heading out to Muskegon for a reverse engineering project today. Austin and I are going to be jumping in the truck and reverse engineering a small piece of equipment there. It's going to be a day of out of the office for me, which is perfect. That's exactly the opportunities that we're looking for, is for myself to go out and do a lot of sales, kind of tag teaming back and forth a little bit today, make that happen. The team is loving the blinds, especially with all the sun coming in. Definitely enjoying the ability to keep the sun off the screens. And so one thing I've been thinking a lot about this week is how when I started perception engineering, I thought in the back of my mind about how I can do that, I can build a business, I can do all this engineering work. It's not really that hard. You look at other people that have done it and say, okay, yes, I can do that too. Which is true. Over the last couple years, I've been able to build a small business and take a startup and get work in and be able to have positive cash flow and be able to pay our employees without any problem and have customers that are very happy with the work that's being done. Not to say that it's been easy, it's been very hard, but now when I look at it, I've been thinking about it over the last week, it's a lot different to say, oh yes, I can do that. It's not completely true. It's not something that one person, if they want to build a medium-sized, large business, small business, it's not something that one person can do. Now, if you want to be a freelancer, no problem doing it on your own. You start a business, you file for an LLC, you go through and you do the work, you invoice the work, you sell the work, you talk to people that aren't paying their bills. It's something that you can do on your own. But one thing over the last week for sure I've been thinking a lot about is how much it takes a team to build a small business. So right now, Perception Engineering has a good solid team that I believe in, that I think can do really great work. Now it's my job, instead of yes, I can do that, it's yes, we can do that, and it's my job to fill the team with that same vision that they can do it and they can provide that value to the customers that we're looking for. I am here to fuel them, to make sure that they have the hardware, the tools, and the training required to. Now, I found that sometimes that's even harder than starting a business, is keeping a team fueled and keeping a team excited about the work that needs to be done, especially when there's stressful times and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Definitely have a new respect. I know that when I started Perception Engineering, when I came out of my previous role, I was always saying, oh, I have a new respect for the salesman. I have a new respect for the estimator. I have a new respect for the management team that has to hire on people. Everyone's a little bit different. Everyone takes a little bit different type of motivation. And I have a newfound respect for the people that are able to take that small business and hire on employees and take it to the next step. I would like to say that I have a new respect for even the CEOs and the business owners out there for some of these medium-sized businesses, even the management and leadership team. I know a lot of times we don't give a lot of respect to the management, and sometimes management isn't great, but a lot of times there's great leaders out there that do a really good job at getting your team excited and motivated. I can think of a lot of leaders that I've met along the way through my experience at different companies that are just doing a great job, and it is not easy. Managing people, getting everyone on board, getting different types of motivation all in one single goal. It's not something that's easy, and the people that can do it well, I have a lot of respect for these people and give a lot of props to personally. Okay, so the reason that I do these vlogs, and if you look back to the very first one, the reason that I do them is not so I can say that I know everything and I know how to start a small business and I know how to take the correct path, and I always make the right choices. The purpose of these vlogs is not to do that. The purpose is to be able to document the process of building a business and kind of what I have done, some mistakes that I have made, and some things that I've found to be pretty successful. And then also the ability that I personally and the team here at Perception Engineering can look back at where we've been and the steps that we've made to get to where we are today. One thing, kind of put a stake in the ground, I have never had a vision for Perception Engineering as a company that is a one-man show and is a business where we each go through and do our own projects and kind of work alone. I've always seen it as my goal for the business as being a place where you feel like you're working on a team and everyone's working together. That's been a struggle for me for the reason that starting Perception Engineering, I did do everything on my own. Did all of the drawings and everything on my own. I brought on contractors to help out for a while, which was awesome. They were able to bring another set of expertise, and there's still some contractors that come and help out with perception engineering, but it was always kind of like my thing. Now that we have more people on staff here at Perception Engineering, we've increased our capacity. It's turned into, we're taking on larger and larger projects that require a team. You can't do it solely on your own, otherwise we're not going to get the project done, or you might not have the expertise. So now I'm struggling with taking that approach that I used to do everything on my own to now that it takes a team to get it done. We need to communicate, we need to talk to each other, we need to work together, we need to sit down and instruct each other if something's not quite going the way that it should. It's something that's going to take a little bit of time, but I have a couple ideas of how to make that happen. Also, I've never really seen or had the vision for perception engineering as being a startup or a five-man show forever. There's significant amount of growth opportunity in the industry here, especially where we're located, and the type of work that we do and the expertise that we're able to bring to the table. I know pushing on the team, training, and to become known as experts in specific areas. And that's not a short-term thinking, that's a long-term thinking. It's cut into our margins a lot on the short term, getting them trained up, not invoicing customers for work that people that are still in training are doing until they're caught up to speed and they have the specific knowledge that they need to do an expert level of work for that specific project. It's been a long-term thinking and a long-term process. So it is our goal that in the next few years here that's going to start paying off, and then we're going to be able to grow the team. Have significant vision as far as growth in 2018 and 2019, and setting up a plan to put that all in action.